is a fast, fun, and easy to learn game that will appeal to sports fans, gamers, and psychopaths alike. Its nonstop action and layered strategy make it easy to pick up and play for a quick round or for long stretches at a time. The controls are a bit hectic, and it's not always the cleanest game, but it delivers all the thrills of a good contact sporting match from the comfort of your couch, and with a cool setting to boot. Speedball is heavy on atmosphere, evident right away from the menu art and foreboding jingle. The opening screen lists the various game modes in a column, with the adjacent window showing the arm of a speedball player twitching and flexing as they wait for the game to start. Once in game, the focus remains fixated on the arena itself, with the walls of the play area making up the screen borders. There is no crowd shown, only heard, and no glimpse of the outer world at all. Speedball is a fictional sport born of a terrifying future world, though the greater setting is not explored, with the Bitmap brothers instead opting to just focus on the game itself. The player sprites look good as viewed from a bird's eye angle, though when things get busy, players can glitch and flash when stuck on a wall trying to escape an animation. The ball, however, moves smoothly with the arc of passes and bounces well communicated through clean sprite changes. The physics of both the players and the ball feel predictable after a few minutes of play and is easy to follow overall. This is further helped by the clean steel arenas, with little decor to distract, the game timer and score details kept to a thin bar at the base of the playing area. Other accents, like pickup coins spinning with remarkably smooth animation and the ball launcher with a nice looking set of gears, make the arena into more than just an empty steel box. Music is limited to only a handful of tracks. It can get repetitive, but the fast synth techno suits the action well, and the hard, loud chip sound effects lend the gameplay a real crunch, making it feel more violent than what is actually displayed on screen. Speedball is a contact sport featuring four players and a goaltender, similar in rhythm to handball or soccer, matched with the tackling of American football. There are no rules that can be broken in game, with total control given to the player and their opponent, albeit at the mercy of a timer. The ball can be passed level or high depending on the length of a button press. It will bounce off of walls and bumpers, with players automatically picking it up after coming in contact with it, the exception being the goaltender, who will bat it away with a high arc. If players are not in possession of the ball, the game's sole button allows them to tackle, letting fresher players steal the ball. Each team has a variation of skill, strength, and stamina stats. A player's skill dictates how successful they may be with a tackle, with the losing party in a tackle losing stamina depending on their level of strength. Though effectively harnessing these stats depends on player preference, you can also pick up money and power ups that spawn during a match. Power ups are immediate in effect, and rooting your plays to make the most of these is akin to exploiting spawn points in an arena shooter like Unreal Tournament. Money too can make a big difference, with players able to influence games by persuasion and boosts, like lowering the opposing team's strength or increasing the clock on a close game, for example. It gives the game a grimy cyberpunk feel and tours players through not just the on-court action, but the behind-the-scenes lobbying. Using your teammates, bumpers, walls, and doors to toss the ball about, keeping it out of the opposing team's hands and in the control of a fresh teammate, you make your way to the opposing goal. While it takes some practice to learn the basics of passing, as you only control one player at a time, with the game switching between players as it deems fit, it does become rather easy to exploit the enemy goaltender AI. Still, with the gradually increasing difficulty of teams as you ascend the rankings, coupled with the shuffled placement of bumpers each arena, new strategies do come into play. The goaltender will follow the left right input of your D pad even if you are not in direct control of him. Because the game only uses one button, this was likely implemented to help get the goaltender in line and block shots as the opposing team closes in. However, the delayed or questionable timing of the game's player swapping can be hard to manage, and I often found myself accidentally moving my goaltender out of the way as I was still in control of another player. You can learn to manage it, though it is an ever present issue, and a dedicated swap button, even just to the goaltender, would have been nice. Speedball features both League and Knockout games, with League being a preset number of games, or weeks, played. Knockout, on the other hand, is more like arcade mode, with the player progressing until defeated. Multiplayer options are also available and will help you get the most out of the game. Speedball benefits from a simplistic surface but deep rooted strategy. Unfortunately, its controls aren't always quick enough to keep up with the action. Yet, in spite of these minor frustrations, I keep coming back to it simply because it is so fun to play. It's great to pick up for a round, though when you're on a hot streak, it's just as easy to lose a full afternoon to this brutal contact sport. Speedball is a game just about any retro gamer or sports gamer in general can enjoy, even if just for a short while.